Hi everyone, welcome back to Sengoku Dynasty on our next installment. It's now spring in our second year, so we've had one good year so far, and as you can see, we've had a lot of building going on. Just to recap, I put in the tailor's workshop at the end of the last video so that we could get some leather ready for the pickaxes in the quest that we did. If we go around the back here, I've also put in some new housing. And here as well, okay, because our ever-expanding village. And around the front, I've started to convert some of the original housing into better materials, so in this case the planks and a better roof. So hopefully that will increase the mood of our villagers in place at the moment. Some of them, the mood levels are not very high, so for example, we go to the Dynasty page. If you go into your population, you can see obviously the mood setting for each people, and you see there's a few amber ones. We've gone from yellow to amber. Not certain how this is being affected. It may be because of the housing. I mean, as far as food is concerned, we've got plenty of food coming in and in stock. So we're in the green there. We're in the green. We've now got some work in the well, so we're in green with that. There's plenty of firewood, so we're in green with that. And again, these green figures are those that people are working on. So if they're in green, they're increasing our stock. So as you can see here, with heating, we need 340 per day. We're producing 557. So we're going to be increasing our stock and our, as we go along, and our resources. Maintenance. This is to do with things like people doing. Mining clay or collecting planks and things like that. And again, we're only just in the green, but we're in the green, and that's the good thing about it. I mean, obviously, the more villages you get, the more these figures change. The only one we're struggling with at the moment is the medicines, the health, and that is purely and simply because with regards to, so if we go into the jobs, and if we go into, I believe it's in the kitchen, we're creating warming drinks, which is part of your medication, or the health anyway, but it needs herbs, and we've got very few herbs. So as you can imagine, I'm building up 5 a day, and these herbs are soon going to run out, which means we're soon going to run out of warming drinks. So, for example, in this particular item, if we go back to the Dynasty screen, if you just hover over, we need 170 in health medication, and we're only producing 60. So this may be the reason why there's a problem with the happiness. And as you can see, the bottom right corner, it does actually say current health production and storage is trending towards disappointment level of happiness. So it may be for the time being that I bite the bullet and buy some items just to keep us going. I'm not certain how each, I mean, we're producing, I think, 5 drinks a day, which is, gives us probably 12 items of health per drink. It may be that if we go and buy something from a trader, like get some anesthetic, that is slightly higher, so it may give us a short term until we can actually do it ourselves. So we'll have a look at that in a later time, probably within this episode anyway. In the meantime, we're going to head over to our new village, which I've now named. So we'll just go into that. And there's the name. So Nonagami, which I think I kind of went online to see what certain words would kind of translate to, and I put in sea view because, as you can see for yourself, when we get there in just a moment, obviously. Yes, so this is it. Here we go. So if you go across to the beach, because the last time we were here it was winter, so it was all snowy. So now we can see it in all its glory. See out there the view. So again, another reason why I kind of chose that name. And hopefully, because we are at the beach, there should be some seashells to pick up as time goes on. So we'll have a look at that. But actually, now that we've got a fishing hut, one of the fishing hut jobs is to collect seashells. So again, I'll go into the Dynasty tab again, and we're going to the fisherman's hut under jobs. There we go, the workplace, and as you can see, the work is collecting 30 seashells a day. So you may not see them because they're not there. It's like the woodcutters. You know, they're collecting logs, but they're not cutting the existing trees down. You can't see them do that. So, you know, we should be able to kind of start selling a few of these to help us with regards to the anesthetic and health that we were talking about earlier. Back in the new village, as you can see here, we have a hunting lodge now as well. So we have a second hunting lodge. So we got generating more fur, because we need fur for leather. And obviously all the resource sheds are here as well. What we're going to concentrate on today is getting us into farming. And to do that, we need to build some fields. So I'm going to find a nice little area where we can do that, which is probably somewhere over here. So we're going to go into the menu and find farming, which is in the village. And you can see here the land and the water field. So we'll do that. Go as far over as we can, because I think the closer it gets to you, you're in its way. So I think what we'll do there, we'll do that. So it's a small field. We've got something here in the meantime. Now let's just see our tools, what we've got on our tools. Should hopefully have a hoe. It's probably in the resource shed. Let's go back to the resource shed and pick it up. So it's going over here. I think it's in this one. There we go. I'm sure we made one up earlier. Interesting. That was clearly an impression that we had a hoe. Okay, so we're now back up to constructing 3 or 4 hoes. Let's see what we've got here now. Alright. Okay. So we'll equip the hoe. And as you can see at the bottom of the screen, it's not one kind of one dig, one square. You have to do it several times. So it's like 3 per plot. So we'll just quickly do that. It looks like I thought I made a bigger plot than this, but obviously it's just a small one. Looks like it's probably a 3x4, which is fine for now. We'll just see how it goes. I think rule of thumb at the moment, people say, is try and do no more than a 5x5. Something to do with the bug in the system that it's you work, because obviously you can put this to a villager to do the work for you. I'm just going to show this because obviously it's just giving us an idea of where we are with regards to farming itself. I will put a villager onto farming in due course. The thing is, with each field, you need a villager for each field you do. But if you do bigger than 5x5, they're standing around doing nothing for most of the time. And not only that, they're also not collecting everything either from what is. Now that could be just a bit of a blip in the system for now. So we'll see how it goes. Right, so we're going to go into our inventory and we should have parsley, which we do. So we need to equip that. So that's going to go into there. And then we can just equip our... Oh, looks like we're going to have to do that. Is it again we have to do the same several times? Oh no, that's why. Because I'd already done it once, that's why. I've never, because although I played this briefly before, I hadn't got as far as farming, so I'm learning as well as everybody else is. And that's good. You know, we don't want to kind of be shown as knowing everything ourselves for content creators. It's nice to learn something new with your viewers. And that's the last one of those. I think that's pretty much that. So what happens now? Can be fertilized or watered. So I think probably what we'll do now, that's obviously underway. I've got a refugee at the site here. So what we'll do is we'll get them into a home and get them doing the rest of the farming for that field. Here he is. In fact, I nearly sent him away. That was not the good idea to do, especially when you need him. Right, here we go. So let's get him into location. Go into here, put him into the house, and then give him the field to do. Oh, right, okay, so that's again something that looks like, are you sure you want to assign a worker to a field already in use? This will reset the progress of growing crops. Well, clearly the answer to that one is no. So we'll do that field ourselves. But what we will also do is we'll kind of create a water field. And this is where you grow your rice. And that one we will get him to do. So I'm going to put it next to it. So again, we go into, get your hammer out, go into village, farming, water field, and again, we just go and do that. We'll make it slightly bigger. There you go. Now this one we will allocate the job to, so assign our worker. There he is. Pick a recipe. Rice. We've got a rice. No, we haven't got a rice in the storage. It's because it's in my inventory. So let's do that. Oh, actually, no, it looks like there's already one there. So he's doing it. That's fine. So he should now be working. Yep, he is. That's good. So we should see him come across in a moment and do what he needs to do on that. Now I think if you water it, landfill, I think it speeds it up, but we'll look into that as well. So I think it's something to do with having a water. I don't know if it's the bucket that'll do it or not. I mean, if we get a bucket in the well back at the village, then we'll have a look at that and see how that works. But in the meantime, this is where the farming's kicking off, so hopefully, like I said, we will be up and running with that in due course. In fact, yeah, you see it's underway already. Right, so we're going to move on to the rest of the items we can do in this village. So we're going to build some other production buildings, and we'll put them over here, and so we can see we've got. So again, let's just see what we can put in. So we've virtually got a full list now. We have everything we need. So we've built up our legend level to a point that we can pretty much put everything in place. With a lot of stuff in the first village, it's nice to spread it out to the second as well. So in this village, we'll be putting in the mining post, a basic brewery, and also a paper maker. So those three will be the ones we put in here. We'll start with the mining post first. And as I said, we'll find a location to put it. Look at the bit, let me go like that. So we'll just finish building that. So let's just quickly run through that. Now, as we're such a small village at the moment, even with the first one, I think it's just a case of doing one of each, and then build it up as you go along. You know, I mean, you put in what you feel is right for yourself, knowing that obviously each centre or each building needs one villager. Oh, you got a bed in here, so this one can have someone to sleep in it. You got the general storage access on here, so that's good. And then you've got your miners bit in here. So let's just go into here, for example, and have a look what you can do. So you've got chisel stone, you've got statues, and a stone jug. Now the chisel stone will help your maintenance. So by setting someone in to do that, it'll help your maintenance figure go up. So that's good. Okay, and then we go outside the workplace, and this is where you assign someone to actually kind of dig up all your stone, or clay, or iron ore. And I think for me, it's probably a combination of We have got stone in the other village, so it might be we don't build any more stone up, but and also we can collect a lot of it anyway. But definitely we'll be looking to put clay and iron ore in here, so we would do that. Again here, put probably clay in here, put iron ore in here, and iron ore in here. Now obviously until the villager comes in, we've got no one to put in there. So we really want 2 people working out of here. We want someone to do our chiseled stone and someone to do the digging up. So let's go and see what we've got over here and see if there's anybody else that's turned up. If not, we can then go back to the main village, because I'm pretty certain there'll be people there as well. No one else at the moment. That's fine. I'm going to build another house though, because although you have got one person that can stay in the mining post, obviously you will need a second person to do the other part. So let's just cut this down, get a bit of room. There we go. And we'll move that. Same with that. Okay. So I'm going to build a second house now. Here. Right next door. There we go. And again, what we'll do is we will make sure that we change this material, change it to planks. And you may remember that once you've done it with one, it does it with everything. So you no longer need to worry about that. We'll put a window in the back here. That's good. Oh, no, I'll change that, modify that to a roof. There we go. That's perfect. Put that in the middle. Put that bit in. And then we'll put another bed in as well. So again, we'll go to furniture, beds. Put that bed in there. So we now got the 2 people who can stay here. Fantastic. So let's head on back over to the other village. Now actually in the meantime, when we reached level 13 here, we've obviously finished that section of that quest. We now need to go back again to the abbot to ask for a new village. Now, but the good thing is, because it's on the fast travel, we can do it we haven't got to run over there, but that's something we'll do later. I'm more interested in just getting the basics done at the moment with what we've got. And lo and behold, there we go, 1 refugee. Quick chat to this guy. And one other thing I picked up from when you're getting your new villagers, unlike Medieval Dynasty, for those who have played it, where you need to have a male and a female in a house, you can put 2 males in a house. In this situation, it does not. There isn't a situation where you're building families in this at the moment. There may be something that will come down the line, but I noticed that I put 2 males in the same house and 2 females in the same house, and it didn't reject it. It just left it in there. So there's no specific kind of thing in place to kind of grow dynasty at the moment. I think in this situation, dynasty is more about building your settlement rather than creating a family. So, but let's just put this guy in, and he's going to go into the new town. And I put him in the other there. So again, we've got a male already in there. We put a male in there. Doesn't reject it. Straight in there. And we will get him to do the mining, as we got here. Pickaxes we've got in place. Also, I'm going to be looking in future videos to improve our tools, so that we can have better returns. At the moment, obviously, we get 6 clay for each slot and 5 iron ore for each slot, which is fine, but it's not a huge amount. Okay, so that's him done. But if we go back into here, straight away our health is virtually non-existent now. We've cleared everything we have out. This is going to mean that it's going to be, it's trending towards angry now. So I need to get across to a kind of health trader to try and get some medicine in. we've not got enough in place. We don't have enough herbs in place to create them, so we're going to be traipsing across there shortly. A new one's arrived called security, and it says here, when your village grows, it's important to maintain the proper security. Both extends. Sorry, start again. When your village grows, it's important to maintain proper security, both against external threats and to prevent crime. Provide security by hiring guards at a guard tower, producing weapons. To improve guard efficiency, equip them with better weapons. So again, we haven't got anything in place. We don't have enough in there at the moment. It's going to be kind of draining it very quickly. So we need a guard tower. We'll put a guard tower in each village, and then we'll hire villagers to operate those guard towers. But we will also be looking for to get better weapons ready so that they can, you know, do their business, so to speak. So looks like we're heading into the evening. Just double check on where we are time wise. It is the evening, so what we'll do is we'll put that away. There's no more villagers there. Nope, we'll go ahead in there and we'll go to sleep for the morning. And then we'll head over to, I'm going to try Aratani first of all. That's going to be first as well, might help. Because some of the food I have has gone off, which you can see here. Actually, what we'll do is we'll cook up some meat. Craft all the meat that's in my inventory. Okay, so we're nearly there, and then we'll just have something to eat because we are virtually starving by the look of it. So just go straight in and have something to eat. And we'll do the same. Actually, we'll have a bit of water. That'll help. There we go. Right. So let's head on over to Aratani and see whether or not we can get some medicines for the time being. Oh, another refugee. Yeah, why not? Come on, we'll put you over in the new village. So put her over in the new village. And put her in the mining post. And then we'll give her the job in the mining post. And then we'll have a look. There we go. Right, so we will literally go into here. We have one chisel there at the moment. I'm going to dial this down a bit, purely and simply on the fact that that chisel needs to last a while. So I need to build some chisels. So there's a lot we need to do with regards to tools. You know, we've got to build some chisels. Construct some chisels. We've got to build some weapons. So there's a lot that we need to do to help on this basis. Okay, so that's that done. So let's head on over to Aratani. So as you can remember, there's always something to do. Okay, right, this is where everybody kind of meets at the shed. So I'll talk to this guy first of all. Oh, yeah, so when you've got everybody in the same area, it does lag a bit. Right, here we go. So what's this here? That's energy drink. That's cooling drink. So no, he hasn't got what I need. So let's go over to find another trader. He's not a trader, he's a farmer. Looks like they're all around the back of the building. which is typical. So we'll just run around here. Use a guard. And hopefully this one will be the one. Yeah. So let me sell some of these first. So I can, it's going to be like a juggling act. So we're selling to buy. So we've now got 1500. It says here that each anesthetic is 280. That's not going to last us very long. Let's try that. So 25 times 70, something like 1500. Let's just see what we can. Let's buy some of these in 10. Let's go 15. And then we'll sell some more of these. And then we'll buy some more of these. And what else can I sell while I'm here? Sell one of my garden hose. Hammer. That's pretty much what I've got at the moment. Oh, I've got iron. So that's just sickle, so I need to keep up with that. That's the knife. Got a hunting blade. Got a shovel. Sell a shovel. We'll buy one of these just to kind of get us ball rolling. So we know where to go if we need to come back. So let's head on back over to our village. Oh, what's the bell? Is it around here? Did I completely go bypass it? I did. Perfect. Right. Head that back to the village. And put all this in the resource. That actually goes in the beverage storage. Why am I not surprised? There we go. Just want to check the well a minute because they're making up water, but I don't know whether they're transporting it over to the storage. They are. That's good. Okay. Okay, so we need to kind of look at the forages and the kitchens to see what we can do regarding your medicine. But at the moment, due to the lack of herbs that we've got, in fact, what I'll do is I'll put some parsley in the storage. I've got parsley on me, but that was only to create a bag for the farm. That goes into food storage. Okay, thought as much. So we'll put some parsley in there. And we'll transfer all bar 10. I want to keep 10 back for a future seed hut. That will help on there. Yeah, that will certainly give us something to work with. I can put that in there, don't need that anymore. And then we'll see what we can do regarding that. In the meantime, let's have a look at these tools that we need to be looking at. So we need chisels, which I probably believe are here. There we go, chisels. So we need iron ore and sticks. Right, let's take some iron ore out of supplies. Let's take out 10. And we'll make up 10 of those. I've sort of like stopped doing anything with steel at the moment because I think it's a luxury at the moment. What we've got, it will help in the long term, but for now, it's not something that we really need to concentrate on. So that'll help us with the stone. I'm going to put that in there as well. And also I put the rot in there because that was food that I hadn't eaten in time. Okay. And does it do the weapons as well? See again, your katana is just steel, which is fine. All these are Yari. So leather and steel again. So we are going to need to start looking at steel. Okay, and that's fair enough. That's not a problem. Let's build some Yari. So it's 5 logs and 5 leather. So let's have a look in here. We've got 5 leather. That's good. And then we go into the wood. 5 logs. We won't take the premium. We'll take the conifer. And now we can make up 5 Yari. I think what's better here, perhaps got the Omni or the Zoom. Let's go with this one because we've got the leather now, so let's just do this. Okay, we'll put them into the storage unit. There we go. In fact, I might keep one for myself. And then what we will do is we'll look to build the guard tower while we're here. So let's have the guard tower over here. So from my understanding, guard tower is in your buildings. I think it's in the service buildings. There we are. 1 guard tower. So I'll put that one over here. Brilliant. And then we'll finish making that up. Just make sure there's nothing else we need to worry about. No, that's it. So that's fine. So all we need to do now is to get ourselves a new refugee. Right, there's none around here at the moment. That's fine. Let's try our other village. Let's see if there's another one there. Yeah, here we go. There's one. Right. So we'll put her into our first village. Put her in here, and which is the one that's empty. That one there. There we go. That's that one, and we will make her. There we go. Guard, and that will give us 375 points by the look of it because of what we got here. Yep, and if you look on the Dynasty screen at the bottom, security is now well above. So we'll be, although we're consuming 210 points per day on security, we're actually creating 418 points per day. So we've got more than enough. So the only thing we've got to look at is health. Health is something that I'll look at offline, and then in the next video kind of catch up with where we are with that, because it looks like I'm going to need to look at what's in the kitchen. I've got the cooking pot in the kitchen now, so I can make better medicines, which will help. But it is just a case of getting the goods in first. It may be that I buy in a load of parsley just to get the ball rolling, and then we'll take it from there. But other than that, that's fine. Yeah, so you can go and do what you need to do now. That's fine. Okay. Okay, so all that remains is to create is the brewery and the paper maker. I'm now going to leave that to the next video, purely and simply on the grounds that we've kind of concentrated a lot on dealing with our villagers' mood and happiness. So we've been creating tools, creating a guard tower, all those sort of things. So we'll leave that to the next video. In the meantime, let's have a look at it. So basically we're doing really well here by the look of it. That's coming on really nicely. And again, I'm hoping that basically this will, when it's finished, be able to let's just weed out. Let's weed out what we need to do. Right. Here we go. Learning again something new. So literally, if you just weed out all the rubbish, and then once this field's done, I will then allocate another villager to it. There we go. That's fine. It says it can be fertilized and watered. Let's have a look and see what we need. So we go into the store. I think the rot helps towards your fertilizer. But how you make it, that's another thing entirely. So let's just click on the rot a minute. There we go. So we need a composting station. Okay, so what I will do is I'll have a look at that as well. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, so I've moved closer to the fields, and I did some looking around, and it was something that wasn't in the game before, but it is now, thankfully. So again, you use your hammer. It's in the village structures, and it's under farming, and the composting station. So we'll put that, say, about here. Okay, and then you can put in your rots, which I've taken. Okay, so I've put the rot in. It'll take a little while to do this, so what we'll do is on the next video, again, I will come back to you, show you where we are with regards to the fertilizer buckets that you get from it, and that will make it hopefully flourish a bit quicker. Okay guys, so we're going to bring this to the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed the content. Just to recap, we've kind of put in a few bits in place. We've got new farm fields. We have a new mining outpost and a guard tower, and also kind of shown how we can manage our villagers' happiness to keep ourselves ticking over without them leaving the village. If you like what you've seen, then please click the like button and subscribe. And if you've got anything you want me to go through again, if you wasn't too certain about it, or maybe I know a couple of times in this video it was a bit sketchy, I'm more than happy to go over certain items again. If you want to in more detail, just put your comments in there. What I will also say as well at the end of this video is that thank you for everybody that's subscribed so far. I've had a handful more subscribers in the last few days, which is excellent news. I only started this about a month ago, so for me this is brilliant. It's a hobby, but it's fantastic to see people who are actually wanting to see the content. So keep it coming, guys. If your friends want to have a look at it, just show them what's available. It's entirely up to them what they do, whether they like or subscribe. I'm not forcing anybody to do anything they don't want to do, but just keep it going, guys. Fantastic on that, and I shall see you next time.